Old Ghost Road winds through moss-covered hills and pine forests in Georgia, where dense woods and hidden swamps stretch endlessly. It's shrouded in darkness and myths. It seems like every old tree, every bend in the road holds its secrets. Tales of strange disappearances and unexplained phenomena linger here. Locals, unnerved by this road, prefer to avoid it, especially at night. The road seems to have a life of its own. It can vanish from view, leading travellers back to the same spot again and again. Some say you can occasionally see faint, transparent figures that vanish the closer you get. At the centre of the Old Ghost Road legends is the story of an old school that once stood deep in the woods along the road. The school was destroyed long ago, but some claim they can still hear children's laughter at night and see dim lights flickering between the trees as if someone is playing hide and seek. Elders also tell of a man named Jacob who disappeared many years ago. He was a lumberjack who went to work in these woods on a thick, foggy autumn day and was never seen again. It's said that at certain times of the year you can hear the sound of an axe chopping wood along the road's edge. Old Ghost Road has become a symbol of the unknown, a place where time stands still and the boundary between the world of the living and the dead feels thin. One of the most haunting legends of Old Ghost Road involves a black carriage that is said to appear on the foggiest, darkest nights. Locals believe the carriage belonged to Henry Hayes, one of the area's early settlers who, legend says, made a pact with dark forces in exchange for wealth and power. After his death, the carriage he was found in began appearing on the road at night. Witnesses claim to see a dark figure watching them from the carriage's window before it dissolves into the mist, leaving a chill and a faint sulphuric smell in the air. Many drivers on Old Ghost Road have reported sightings of a mysterious woman standing at the edge of the road, staring into the distance as if waiting. Known as the Faceless Woman, she reportedly has no face, only smooth, pale skin where her features should be. Dressed in a white, old-fashioned gown, her translucent figure fades as onlookers get closer, leaving a lingering chill and the scent of decaying leaves. Legend has it that she is the ghost of a young woman who perished in these woods many years ago, forever searching for her lost family. According to legend, a large, solitary tree along the road grew on the very spot where a young girl's body was found long ago. The girl had gone into the woods one night and never returned. Days later, her body was discovered beneath this tree, which locals now call the Tree of Death. Strange, blood-like stains appear on its bark, and those brave enough to touch it claim to hear whispers or feel the tree breathing. Some even report hearing distant screams from within its depths. The Wanderer's Bridge. An old, crumbling bridge known as the Wanderer's Bridge is believed to be where several travellers died in the early 1900s when it collapsed under their weight. Back then, it was the only way across the river, and travellers, though aware of its risks, had no other choice. On one stormy night, a group crossing the bridge fell when it gave way. Since then, people claim to see ghostly figures pacing the bridge on rainy nights, thought to be the souls of the travellers who never made it home. Voices in the fog. Old Ghost Road becomes especially eerie in the fall when dense fog blankets the area. Witnesses describe hearing strange voices drifting from deep within the woods. Whispers, faint laughter and distant calls echo around, causing travellers to lose their way. Locals believe these voices belong to those who died in the woods or vanished along the road. Those brave enough to venture closer claim to have seen shadowy figures in the trees, disappearing as soon as they approach, as if something unseen is watching every step. Disappearing footprints. Those who dare walk along Old Ghost Road often notice strange footprints appearing beside them, seeming to walk parallel to their path. Unlike ordinary prints, these are bare footprints that vanish abruptly, as if their owner stepped off into thin air. On rainy days, they're especially visible, but the moment someone tries to follow them, the tracks either disappear into the forest or end so abruptly it's impossible to tell where they led. Near one of the road's swamps hangs an old, almost rotted bell on a tree. No one knows exactly how or why it got there. Long ago, the bell hung at crossroads to warn travellers of approaching robbers hiding in the woods. Now its eerie ring is heard only at night when no one is near. The sound is strangely distant, as if from another world, accompanied by a chill and a disturbing sense that something unseen is watching those who pass. The disappearance of the Blakely family. In the early 1980s, the Blakely family, John, his wife Lisa, and their young son Tommy, set out to explore scenic spots in Georgia, including Old Ghost Road. They told friends and relatives they were curious about the local legends and wanted to see the place themselves. Days later, their car was found abandoned by the roadside, but the family was never found. Police conducted extensive searches combing the woods, but no trace of them was ever discovered. To this day, flowers and candles are left on Old Ghost Road in memory of the missing family. Officer Hank's encounter. In 1997, Officer George Hank was patrolling near Old Ghost Road after numerous reports of strange sounds and lights in the woods. He stopped his patrol car and set off on foot to investigate. A few minutes in, he noticed a strange blue light flickering among the trees. As he got closer, the light vanished, and in its place appeared the ghostly figure of a woman. Later, Hank claimed the figure approached him before dissolving, leaving him frozen with fear. This incident was recorded in the local police station's files, but details remain shrouded in mystery. The vanishing of Eric Logan. In 2005, experienced hiker Eric Logan set out to walk Old Ghost Road, drawn by the ghost stories and strange phenomena. He promised friends he'd return in 3 days, but was never seen again. His car was found at the road's entrance with his belongings intact, yet he himself vanished without a trace. Search parties scoured the area, but no sign of him was found. Some locals believe he fell victim to the call of the fog, a phenomenon where people hearing strange sounds lose control and are lured into the forest. Blogger Brenda Mills' experience. In 2012, paranormal blogger Brenda Mills decided to film material for her YouTube channel about supernatural occurrences. She travelled to Old Ghost Road with a friend and equipment, including cameras and audio recorders. At night, as they set up by the roadside for night shots, the camera suddenly stopped working. Later, while reviewing the footage, Brenda found strange clips. Whispers amidst static noise and glowing figures appeared at times. In one frame, she noticed the faint outline of a woman behind their car, though they saw nothing at the time. This incident brought huge popularity to her channel, but Brenda was so shaken she never returned to Old Ghost Road. Compass malfunctions. In 2018, a group of university students set out to study Old Ghost Road's anomalies for a research project. They brought compasses, cameras and other equipment. As soon as they entered the woods, the compass needles began spinning uncontrollably, pointing in random directions. Their GPS devices showed various locations as if they were moving despite being stationary. One student claimed to hear a whisper behind him, though no one was there. Later, on reviewing their footage, they noticed a glowing object on the horizon, like eyes watching from the forest. Linda and Jason Harris's strange experience. In 2020, a couple, Linda and Jason Harris, travelled through Georgia and stopped by Old Ghost Road for its scenic views and the mystical atmosphere they'd heard about. As they ventured into the woods, they felt as though they weren't alone. Linda said they heard soft footsteps behind them, but whenever they turned, no one was there. At one point, she spotted an old bell hanging from a tree and, approaching it, heard a faint ringing that gradually grew louder. When they returned to their car, they found strange marks on their clothes resembling dirty handprints that hadn't been there when they entered the forest. Old Ghost Road remains one of the most mysterious and chilling roads in the southern states, cloaked in a dark aura and legends that add to its haunting reputation. This road is not just an old trail through the woods. It feels like it holds whispers of the past, hidden fears, and secrets that neither skeptics nor scientists can fully uncover. Disappearing families, whispers in the fog, shadowy figures along the road, and eerie sounds all contribute to Old Ghost Road's unique atmosphere, where reality seems to overlap with the supernatural. Even the locals, accustomed to ghostly tales, avoid the road, especially at night. Despite the lack of scientific evidence for paranormal phenomena, anyone who steps onto this road feels as if they're under the gaze of unseen eyes. Old Ghost Road stands as a symbol of the unknown, a place where past and present blend and nature seems to breathe something mysterious and unnerving. This road serves as a dark reminder that not everything in this world can be explained, and perhaps some secrets are best left in the shadows. Please write in the comments, support the video with a like, and of course subscribe to the channel. If it's not difficult for you, I will be pleased. You can also share this video with your friends. They will probably also be interested.